Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 40 of Europa Universalis IV as Great Britain. We're currently at war with Spain. We've got France helping us. We've just managed to call Austria in as well. I don't think Portugal have come in on the opposite side. Oh, they have. Portugal have now actually joined on the opposite side now we've peaced out with Jollof. I didn't think they'd be able to call them in, but apparently they did. However, most of their forces are all kind of over the place, so I'm not worried about that too much. What we're going to do is, yeah, and their fleets are just going to get destroyed as well. We're basically just going to take some time and wait for Austria to come in and help. What we can do now is, of course, we can go and start capturing this Portuguese stuff. I don't really want to take any of the stuff from Portugal. That is not my interest, but well, it might be at some point, but it certainly isn't at the moment. But what I am trying to do is go and what I am trying to do is just sort of wear them down a little bit. We do have an army up here. Let's get you down where you're going to be useful. You can actually come down here and start unsieging some stuff. We're building another army back up on the mainland. We did actually lose some... we did lose a couple of fights, but nothing too terrible. So generally we are good. Do we want to get ourselves any more leaders somewhere? You've got a leader, you've got a leader. There's quite a big stack of troops popping up down there. They're probably going to come in and try and do something here. And in fact, you should probably... in fact, don't go and stand with the French guys. Get back to our own territory. I see we've got a big Papal States army coming in here, which could be interesting. Now, the question is, can we try this again? If we were to detach a siege... could we beat you there? We would arrive on the 20th of May. You would arrive on the 19th of May. No, we cannot beat them there. What about then? This is a little bit cheeky. We cancel that move. We create a new unit. And we just split off the cavalry. We select that unit. We'll consolidate them. So they're nice and strong. Force march them and tell them to get there. The cavalry can move faster, but apparently cavalry will still only get there on the 20th of May. Yeah, so that doesn't really help. Okay, so we stay here, we group up. Fine. Not particularly how I wanted things to go. You guys... No, they're actually going to engage me in the... Oh, this is grasslands. It really looks like it should be mountains. Fine. We're going to come in and we're going to get involved with that. We've got another army up here. In fact, we are going to... no, you've got to get there before you can do anything. You are going to force march, and you're going to get your arse down here quick. You guys are going to force march, and you're going to get your arse in there quick as well. If you end up fighting any of these little guys along the way, so be it. Lost a battle down there. What do we want here? 50 admin power or Diplo? Let's take some admin power. Okay, so we should be able to get down here and reinforce. They'll be throwing a few units in, but I don't think it's going to be enough for them to do anything particularly devastating. Right, we have reinforced now. There's a very, very big stack heading our way. And France aren't really anywhere close by. So hopefully we're going to win that battle, and we did. We are going to group everybody up, possibly. We're going to deselect you, group you guys together, and you two armies are going to not be on forced march, but you're going to both move over here into the mountains, and then if Spain want to attack, they can attack us in the mountains. Austria are dropping off 4 troops. Which is going to be very, very useless. So, thanks for that, Austria. France are continuing to work their way over there. We're actually about to lose a naval battle there, which is a little bit of a shame. Oh, wow. Was that our entire... Did we just get pretty much sunk by Portugal's navy? What have we lost in term? Yeah, that was the big fleet that we had. I don't think we can actually... well, we can try and surrender. So we've probably lost a few ships there. Where are all our heavies? Well, most of our heavies are still where they're supposed to be. We've got they're the transports. In fact, you guys need to get over there and go and pick some guys up. They're the transports. That's what's left of that fleet. Mainly lights. Our 20 heavies are still down there. I'm keeping these guys here because it's keeping 22,000 Castilian men pinned down in the Canaries. So that's why I'm not doing an awful lot there. You guys thought better of it. You were thinking about coming to attack me, but you've now decided that that is a bad idea. I do need to get you guys down to Wessex if I want to do anything with you. We're pretty much at our force limit. We are starting to burn through some of our manpower. We do have a positive war score. Not massive amounts of war score. Austria is coming in with a giant death stack because, you know, it's Austria. That's what Austria do. I'm glad that I was able to call Austria into that war. So we have lost a fair few lights, which is a little bit annoying. We want to try and grab Osturus if we can as well. It's not the war goal, but like I said, it isn't really my intention to get loads of stuff from Spain. But trying to get some of their colonial stuff could be really nice. Of course, we can't grab too much because it costs a lot of Diplo power. So, it used to be that you could just go ahead and just take, like, 1,000,000 cheap provinces and it was easy. But there's such a huge Diplo power cost now, you really can't do it. I'm beginning to regret jumping in on this battle. I mean, it is in the mountains. Austria do have the penalty. Spain actually have a discipline advantage and a tactics advantage, although they do have lower base morale. And unfortunately, probably as to be expected, because it's the AI, they're getting all the good rolls. So you guys are going to attach to the transport. I'm going to drop you off in Normandy. Hopefully we will still win the battle. If Austria's general can actually roll a decent roll at any point, or if Castile's conquistador could stop rolling 7s, 8s and 9s, we'll renew war taxes, because we're probably going to need the money. Here's the Papal States army coming back. I'm a little concerned now that we might end up losing this fight, which is absolutely ridiculous when you consider the numbers that were involved. Now, I thought these guys might just get here in time to reinforce. Right, they didn't, which is good. And as we can sit here and siege this province out. They may still come back and try something. It's completely possible that that will happen. Are we forced marching any of these guys? No, just make sure forced march isn't on, because if you got forced march on, you actually... Oh, what's happened here? Tunis have declared war on Spain. That is good news. Royal marriage with Austria has ended. Austria is the emperor. Let us go and make sure that we get our... Is that Austria? Papal States. Papal State. Austria. Let's make sure we go and renew our royal marriage. Royal marriage, keep that going. So at least Spain have got other people attacking them now. I mean, that doesn't really help us all that much, but it does help a little bit. We're at 10% war score. Now let's just have a look at war exhaustions and stuff like that. Spanish Canada, I mean, obviously we can't get these people out because they are... did Portugal go and take a load of stuff from Spanish Canada? Yep. Oh no, not even that. That's Abenaki. Abenaki is completely sieged out. Spanish Canada. That is glorious. We probably can't get Portugal out of this. Their war enthusiasm is still high. Portugal, would you be willing to stop fighting? Come on, man. We're buddies here, right? Yeah, you don't really want to get out of that. Okay, so if we wanted to actually take some stuff from them, what we want to do is we want to take this place at least. This is the war goal. And we're not massive way off doing that. And if we want to take that as well, 22, 36. That's a fair bit of war score. What we would also like to take, not too bothered about that, to be honest. Or the Canaries, for that matter. They can keep them. But grabbing those would be really good. So looking about a 50% war score. It's not impossible. Just need to be a little bit more clever with our troops. Now, you've arrived here. You're being blockaded up there, but they're not actually doing anything, so I'm not bothered about that. Let's get you down to Labor. Austria are doing some... Oh, I think Austria are just picking on the Papal States, possibly. I don't know. Austria are doing something. Now, where are you? You're in farmlands. I could get my own back and just jump on you in the farmlands. It's what you like to do to me. See, France are winning a battle there. What France are mainly doing here is just carpet sieging, which isn't really helping the cause all that much. Please win that battle, France. Please win that battle. Go on, France. Win the battle. You're France. You should not lose these battles. An advisor has died. Well, at least France are going to Nope, France didn't go and reinforce. Oh, they just had to go the long way around because of the stupid fort. So, France have the penalty there. Austria are bringing in a big stat to reinforce. We should win that fight. Okay, advisor. Diplo advisors died. Morale of navies. Not all that useful, is it? But we'll take it. Unfortunately, we did lose a few naval battles, mainly because Portugal got involved. That battle should be won. I'm very, very tempted now with these guys. In fact, what we are going to do here is we're going to group them up and we're going to consolidate them. They're not really all that strong. There's a lot of cannons here. In fact, we don't have enough of a front line. What we need to do is get our... Well, we do have these guys, actually. You guys get yourself over there. We will grab ourselves... Oh, hang on. Hang on. What do you think you're doing? How fast can we force march here? 4th of February, 2nd of February. They always beat us there. Well, let's stay here. Let's just turn that force march off. We haven't moved, so it hasn't cost us anything, but... You're actually moving into there. Are you going to try and move in onto these guys? You are, aren't you, probably? Might be able to do something with that. You are going to try and move in there. So if I force march and get in there... Oh, we have to go the long way round. That's really annoying. You guys get in there too. Oh, and you have to... Oh, it's just ridiculous, the pathing that this game takes. You're going to arrive on the 17th of February. Well, we're not going to arrive... Oh, no. Did they just stack wipe them? We're already locked. It is just grasslands. We're going to arrive on the 21st. They're going to get out on the 1st of March. So we are going to catch them. Which wasn't the plan. This army is like half destroyed, so that's fine. In fact, no, we want to force march you and get you in as quick as possible. We also want to get ourselves just a couple more infantry, because we are losing our... Oh, yeah, make sure we are paused. We are losing our front lines, of course. And this is what generally happens. Right, we're out of manpower now, so this is going to make reinforcing very difficult. We might need to peace out a little bit earlier than we intended to, and just not take everything that we wanted to take. We also need to get over here on Girona, because it's starting to flip back. Yeah, you're going to group up. We're going to go back over here, and we're going to start sieging Girona, because it's flipping this province back here. So we're just leaving Austria to do most of the sieging at the moment. Now, is that a French army that's retreated, or have France decided that they're not going to help anymore? No, they're still loyal. You might want to go and deal with your rebel problem while you're back there. Let's just go and detach a siege and just move in here, and then we can go ahead and win this battle. I know it's only like one Austrian cannon, but I'd prefer it if we didn't lose it. Because it's all war score. Oh, wow, that was bad, wasn't it now? Because now Castile are just going to drop in a mega stack. Can we get out of there in time? You're going to arrive on the 26th of April. We would get out on the 1st of May. So no, we wouldn't get out. Let's consolidate. Let's not worry too much about that. In fact, you're not forced marching. Consolidate, forced march. We don't have any manpower. You guys stay there. There's no point moving. Now, luckily they did get the negative penalty, and I am bringing some more units in, even though it is a relatively half-dead unit to begin with. Could go either way. France is about to jump in. Right, we've got a decision here. Lose some money and get some morale of armies and reinforce speed. That morale of armies might just save us. Although it might just be on starting morale. I can never remember the way it works. We rolled a 0 against an 8, but luckily, France just came in to reinforce there. Thank you very much, France. That was greatly appreciated. I literally have no army at the moment and next to no manpower. We're at 15% war score. We might just have to take one province from them. I was really hoping we'd be able to take more from them. But they are about to start unsieging stuff. So let's clear the offer. They would take White Peace. They would give us the war goal. They wouldn't give us the second province we want. What are we down by? Minus 17. Okay, what about if we took that then? And we also took this stuff from you. Yes? No. Minus 2. Minus 8. We could probably do that. They are about to start unsieging some stuff. Right, we're going to group you up. We're going to detach a siege. We're going to go and stamp on these guys. We're not going to forced march. We're also going to make sure that you don't have forced march on. We'll just try and keep our eye on things just to make sure that we don't lose any more units. Let's get you guys all down in Bern. Again, it's been a costly war, but not too terrible. France's opinion of Great Britain changed by 30. Brilliant. We've won that little battle there. Would you be willing to go for that peace deal yet? Still negative 8. Just got to be careful here because I don't want to end up losing a lot of provinces. Although France are going to go and engage there. Austria have just taken another province there. We can go back in here and attack you guys. You guys could actually go and unsiege that nice and easily. France and Austria just won a big war there. That's just put us up to 23% war score. We might actually be able to take a little bit more than we intended. You're coming in here, which I don't like, so I'm just going to back up. Rest of my units all coming down into Bern, which is great. Papal States army retreating. Actually, it seems to be turning around a little bit now. We may just be able to go in and smashy smashy. So, you guys have taken that back. You can go and join up here. You guys should get that siege tick any second now. And you have a leader. Okay, brilliant. So, you guys go over here. You guys group up and you go over here as well. Let's try and unsiege this stuff that they've got on France. Quick change of plan there, because I can see the Castilian army moving. Let's just go and... well, you can just sit up there in the mountains, I think. You could certainly go and try and unsiege that, though. It might work. So that's 24% war score. France seem to be focusing less on carpet sieging at the moment and more on actually chasing down troops, which could actually be useful. How are we doing with colonies? We still do have 2 colonies. That is fine. Did you just go and put those on ships? No, you are working your way through. You're going to No, no, you've backtracked. I thought they were going to try and kill that army there. There is a big army there, though. Now, you are in farmlands. Now, what do I want to do with you guys? Looks like France are going to deal with those guys. Yeah, right. France are going to deal with you, which means we are going to move in here. It's not the strongest front line, so we'll reinforce a little bit there. Austria are trying to re-siege that back. And again, I keep forgetting that I'm on pause. You're in the mountains. We could go and flatten you guys. France might actually lose that, and Austria are running away from them. I'd actually like to come in and help, but I'm too far away now. We are managing to unsiege a few things. Let's go and take this cheap engagement in the mountain. Austria's going to come and help. No, apparently they're not. These guys are going to come in and reinforce. France are going to come in as well. We do have the negative penalty because we jumped in on them. In fact, if we can kill them off quick enough, they're now going to be engaging us in the mountains. Stick around, France. There we go. So we are the defender. What do we have here? Yearly prestige until the end of the game or 50 admin power. Let's take the yearly prestige. So 25% war score. It was unfortunate to lose a battle down there. You're going to go and try and jump in on my army, which I'm not 100% thrilled about. So let's try and get out of there. I probably won't make it. Oh no, you're actually deciding to stop and de-siege stuff. That's fine then. And they spawn just in time to have to fight rebels. That is brilliant. Right, that battle has been won. 25% war score now. Let's go ahead and see what we can take. They would accept that offer. Could we grab this from you now? No, it's still a massive amount of war score, more than we have. I think that's probably the best we can hope for. Try and take a load of money from them. In fact, would they actually just give us war reparations? War reps, and we'll just remove the cash for now. Yep, that's what we're going to do then. It's only going to be 6% overextension. It's only going to be 8.4 aggressive expansion. We'll gain the war goal. We will gain this stuff down here, which I know is not all that important, but it is nice to have. We probably can't grab anything over here. Is there anything over here that we actually want? This is French Brazil. No, I think we just leave it at that. And we'll gain some money. We'll gain 390 ducats, and they'll pay us war reps. It's only going to cost us a tiny little bit of Diplo power. Can we grab any more of this land then? No, it puts us way over. Fine. We don't need it. We'll take as much money from them as we can. And we'll go ahead and send the demands. So it might not seem like the best of plans, but we have made some gains. That's the important thing. That's what we are trying to do. So there's a few things that we need to do. First of all, we need to make some cores. Luckily, everything that we need to core is dirt cheap, so we'll go ahead and do that. We can invest in an idea or a tech. We always take techs first where we can, because we want to try and stay ahead of time. We need a new debate in Parliament. So monthly autonomy change, an extra merchant. Again, I never like the temporary ones, but all these are temporary. So, autonomy change, trade range, tech cost, recruitment time, recovery speed for... I don't really know. I think let's just go for the... let's go for the monthly autonomy change and try and get as much of it down as possible. We need to pay back a massive loan. We can lose 5 legitimacy, that's fine. We can lose some Diplo, that'll be alright. We don't really want to lose army tradition. We can gain some local autonomy in Oxfordshire, but again we prefer not to. We can lose the church power, I'm alright with that. Gain some inflation, a 75% chance, that'll be fine. Don't want Defender of the Faith. Mission. Turn St. Lucia into a city. Well, we will be working on that one, so let's go ahead and queue that up. We are over our leaders. We do need to also bring all of our troops back, although not all of them are alive. We've got you guys down there. You're in Portugal. Let us go and get you down there. We'll go and pick you up. We do still have our transports. At least we did have. So there's the transports. So you get down there and pick... Well, actually, we'll keep them down there just in case we get any rebellions. It might well happen. We have these ships over there. So let's go ahead and we'll take the heavies. Split the heavies off. The heavies are going to go and dock in Wessex because we need to mothball them to save us some money. We'll go and take these lights. You are going to protect trade in the English Channel. They will go off and repair first, of course. And then we have you guys here. We're going to group you together. We are going to make sure you don't have force march on. Get you back up here. In fact, we'll go sit you there. You can stop any rebellions. How is our conquistador doing? You are actually still moving around and stuff. So we are good with that. You guys, you are going to move up to our own territory. We have too many military leaders. Which one here is the worst? Difficult to tell, really. You've got 7, you've got 8, you've got 8 as well. So technically, well, that's our admiral. Yeah, we don't need the admiral anymore. Although we could do some exploration missions with the admiral. So I think we'll keep the admiral, and I think we will get rid of you just because you're the one that's unassigned. So then we can do a little bit of the exploration. But we'll probably do that in another video because we are a little bit over in terms of time. We've got no manpower left, so it's going to take a while for that to recover. We've got to make sure France don't get any ideas about independence, simply because of the sort of force limit. Military access from Portugal. Don't know who you're fighting, but I'm going to say yes. We can't quite start integrating France yet. It won't be long before it can happen. There's only another 2.5 years. I don't think they're going to rise up against us before that. One thing we can do, though, with Jollof, something that you can do with your protectorates now, is you can actually go to them. You can, let me find the right thing, protectorates. We can go to Jollof and we can demand provinces from them. We can seize territory. So we can turn around and go, do you know what? I would like sign from you. So give me that. And it just gives me that. And it does increase their liberty desire, but it means that I can just take a province from them. And then when I have adjacency, I can then... why is Gabu just changed colour completely? That's unusual. Have they just like westernized or something? Don't remember them being a different colour, but oh well. But then we should be able to try and grab something from them. Maybe even make them into a protectorate. We're still over on military leaders, apparently. Yeah, but I don't really want to get rid of the last one that we've got there. So I think things are going to go fairly well. We are going to have to rebuild some ships. We need to repay the loan. The loan is going to be an absolutely... We're making a huge amount of money per month. We can't quite repay the loan because it cost us 1,900, but that's literally only going to be about 4 months away before we can do that. The heavies, you are just going to mothball. That'll save us even more money. And of course, we're not at our full trade power at the moment because we are a little bit overextended and we need to be sucking up with some people. What about Portugal? You don't like us as much anymore because of stuff, but we didn't take anything from you, so let's go ahead and improve relations. Are you still our ally? No, you're no longer allied with us because we fought against one another. I guess that's fine. I don't actually have to ally them because we'll probably be fighting with Portugal later on. Austria stayed allied with us, I think. Yep, so we're all good with Austria. Everybody's happy there. France is happy. Don't really have too much more that we can do. I suppose, yeah, not too much that we can do at all right now. Both of our colonists are busy. You're that one random transport that's down there with that guy. That's fine. You are a random 3 lights. And speaking of random 3 lights, because you are a random 3 lights, we will assign you the explorer, because you only need 3 ships to do these exploration missions. So what you do is you have to have 3 ships with an explorer, and then you go send fleet on exploration mission, and you get all of these things that you can choose from, and they all basically give you prestige for doing it. And the good thing about these is you don't actually take any attrition while you're doing it. So let's go and circumnavigate the globe, and those guys will just go off and complete that mission, and we'll gain some lovely, lovely prestige. A lot of places where we are likely to get some rebel pops, that's fine. We've also got some mercenaries around. We didn't hire too many of them. I will go ahead and get rid of a fair few of them. Do have to be careful with the mercenaries though, because of course we don't want to have our forces drop down too low, because France might decide that that's a good time to declare on us. But let's just go and have a look at our army maintenance. We don't have any mercenaries now, that is good. We are considerably below our force limit though. I do want to pay that loan off, but it's not due straight away. Oh, not enough manpower. We have no manpower at the moment, so we can't even do that. But I don't think France are actually going to rise up straight away. No, they still like us. They are loyal. At least they should be loyal. They're balanced. Their opinion is positive. Yeah, I don't think they are going to rise up against us. It'd be a pain if they did, because they have a huge amount of troops, more than we did. I mean, we have some money in the bank, so we could just build loads of mercenaries and meet them that way, but I'd prefer not to do that. I think I'm also going to get rid of one of these forts as well. I don't think we need both of them up here. Let's go ahead and get rid of the one in... well, what's Fife? Fife is grasslands... some random person's opinion of me has changed. This is grasslands, this is farmlands, it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and get rid of the one in Fife, not all that bothered about that. So that'll save us a little bit more money. Not that we're really short on money at the moment. What have we got coming in terms of cash? 18 ducats. I'm not so sure why it said we had 60 odd ducats coming in before. Maybe because the war taxes were still on. We could do with reducing inflation at some point as well. That would cost us admin power. What do we like in terms of tech? We're still well ahead of time. Idea groups. We've only got one idea group, which is a Diplo idea. We don't get our next idea group until level 18, so we've got quite a way to go. So with that in mind, I think what we'll do is we will buy down our inflation. Let's do that a couple of times. In fact, let's go ahead and do it 3. So we buy down our inflation, and I think we'll also boost our stability. No reason why we shouldn't do that, because we have a lot of admin points in the bank. We could, of course, been using them to do some provincial development, but there's not really a huge importance in doing that. So we have taken a little bit of stuff from Spain, not quite as much as I would have liked, but we were out of manpower. Debt wasn't a problem. There's no point necessarily keeping the war on for a long, long time. We're still in first place. We're well ahead in terms of score. We've managed to grab some extra land here and there. Now that is... Why is that a different colour? Military power or admin power. Let's... Oh, I wanted the admin power and then I went and clicked on the wrong one. Oh well. What we could start doing with these though is we could add these to the trade company. So we might as well. So you don't get as much tax and missionary strength and manpower and stuff like that. But what you do get from them is if you get enough trade power, you get an extra merchant. So if you get 50% of the provincial trade power in a node, you can get an extra merchant. It'll take a while before we can, but we shall keep building things up. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on. I'm going to pause things there because we've gone way, way over the 20 minutes. This is like a double-length episode, but it was worth it to finish the war. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4 as Great Britain, and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye for now.